So the Dark Knight was gone. He had graduated. He'd gone to Houston. But just like a boomerang kid, here he comes back.
Ammo back in the garage. This time.
He brought his dirty laundry. He's asking for a meal. It's awful. Dark Knight's getting a facelift. Got the header panel off. We got the bumper fillers off. That was not exactly easy. We've done some fitting and some trimming already. And we also got all of the rear bumper fillers off in the bumper. I'm just taking old hardware off and putting it on new header panel. We're going to end up having to, of course, drill holes and do all kinds of stuff like that. So.
Everywhere there's a hole here, we have to have a matching hole there.
We're doing some sanding. Mike's taking off trim. We got the rear bumper fillers on.
They look good.
Really don't care for that gap there. It's 9 o'clock. We've already been at it about 2 hours. We are trying to get it painted today. So we have to get that header panel fitted and bumper covers fitted. I'm taking off some trim right now. We still have a little more sanding to do, and then we are going to wash it, blow it, let it dry for a few hours, tape it, and we are getting after it because it must be painted today, because today is Sunday of Labor Day weekend and Mike is going home tomorrow. So we have
That's tomorrow.
But that's tomorrow.
This is today.
This is today.
We still got stuff to do, but it's going to all happen, okay? We're just about to get all this finished. Was fitting these bezels on the header panel so that we can fit the bumper covers or bumper fillers and put all that stuff together. So that's actually going to work out pretty well. Still got to drill a couple of holes down there for the spring that holds that frame for the light.
The light buckets.
The light buckets.
That are rusty and should be sandblasted and painted, but we ain't got that kind of time.
Yeah, but we do have a sandblaster on it.
And those are our dip your car boxes that we haven't even really opened and checked out yet, but
Yeah.
we'll do that when it comes
Hoping
time.
we have everything that we need, otherwise we'll be dead in the water again.
It gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Famous last words.
Alright, so I'm gonna get started. I gotta get these bits of trim off, and we're going over. This had some kind of cheap carbon fiber wrap. You can see some of it right there, and it was not expertly installed. It was a monster to get off, and that adhesive was all over it. So we've pretty much got all of that off. It also had that factory sticker stripe, and it was so dried and dry rotted and whatever, there was no heat gunning it off. We just had to sand it off. So we got to some bare metal, but we'll prime that before we dip it. And as you can tell, there are some spots that we just haven't hit at all yet, and some spots that we just have to get as smooth as we can. So we'll work on those. It is 9 o'clock. We are hoping to be washing the car at noon. Let it sit for a couple of hours after we blow it off to make sure it's as dry as we can get it. We've been in the 90s here. Hopefully we'll be okay there. And then we got to paint because it must get done today. As always, Spare Car Parts Garage, we have much to do. Being the good little brother that I am, I'm going to film rather than help. Yeah, that didn't work. Maybe I'll help a little. Mike is trying to figure out how to attach the grill. He has already figured it out. He's just in the process of implementing that plan. How's that going?
It's going okay. So this did not come with all of the hardware that you need to attach this. And the grill, what? My response, that's exactly the way that I felt. So this grill mounts remarkably different than it did before.
Alright, it's 95 degrees in the garage. It is 3:30. We were supposed to be spraying an hour and a half ago. We have not washed anything. The header panel is on as straight as we can get it, and that's not perfect, but it's gonna have to do. We've about got the filler panel on this side whipped, and then we're gonna start working on the other one, and then we've got to wash it, dry it, tape it, and start spraying. So I have a feeling it is gonna be a late night. Late night for the dark night. It's going to be quite the transformation from the Mauve Marauder to the Dark Knight. 11 o'clock at night. Got everything taped down. Got everything kind of draped so we don't make a complete and utter mess. Everything's clean. About to shoot some primer on. And we're going to mix up the dip. Go ahead.
All-nighter.
All-nighter.
On Spare Parts Garage.
Good so. About to wipe it down.
Good.
Gonna wipe it down one more time with the prep spray. And then it's time to spray some primer. Somewhere around 5 in the morning. We have been up all night, and the Dark Knight is now officially the Dark Knight.
It's dark.
It's dark.
It's black. It's black. It's black.
It is Labor Day. We pulled an all-nighter, and when I mean all-nighter, I mean exactly that. I think my head hit the pillow about 5:30 a.m. So I'm running on about 2 hours. Mike was truly lazy and got a full 3. It is no longer the Mauve Marauder. This is now the Dark Knight. Overall, we are pleased with it. I give it a B-. We have some issues that we are trying to fix so that they don't run.
So what was our learning here, Patrick?
We're in a paint booth. The bug factor was huge. I mean, every time that we would walk away, we'd get a bug, and that kind of sucks. What else? When Fonzie says peel the tape with a wet, while the dip is still wet, he means it, which is why we got those little issues. But overall, again, B-. I mean, black shows everything. So if anything is pitted or whatever else, it just shows it. But
that's okay, because it looks tremendously better than it did before. That's no lie. So
well, I was really worried about the tiger stripes, and I see a little bit of that. But I think after it fully dries, even some of that's going to disappear.
sure will.
But overall, you know, I think the chrome with the satin black looks really good. So again, overall, I give us a B+. Once we started riding the Lightning, we had to go all the way. We got it down to about 10 minutes of spray time, 20 minutes of flash time, and so every half hour we were turning it over. And but it's I think overall we are pleased with the end product. All right, we've got all the trim back on, headlights in, bezels in, bumpers on, grill in, springs on. We like it. We think it looks really good. We've got problems with brake lights for some reason. Don't know why. Got to get that figured out, and half a dozen other things, but we'll get those things figured out. But by and large, I think it looks much, much better. You happy?
I'm extremely happy. It is roadworthy, almost roadworthy. As soon as we get that brake light problem worked out and figure out what's going on with that front headlight, for some reason, driver's side light doesn't want to come on when you turn on the brights. It works fine by itself. When you turn on the brights, and it just turns off. Yeah. Something's going on there. We'll figure it out.
It has issues.
It's good.
But
Mike's history is about the Dark Knight.
So Mike's taking the Dark Knight back home to Houston.
Yeah, it's going back home.
And probably won't be coming back here. So 82 will spend a little more time in here. And my wife's Jeep will spend most of the time in here.
Next time you see us, we'll be broadcasting live from Biloxi, Cruising the Coast 2019. Can't wait.
Just like that, the Dark Knight goes home. Bye, Dark Knight. Good travel, Biggie.